Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to thank everyone today for going ahead and joining the Intro to Human Design Masterclass. I am beyond excited and eager to be working with each one of you all for this time that we have together. And it'll be around probably an hour to an hour and a half. So just depending on how much time we have together and the amount of questions that are asked, I really want to make sure that this isn't just informative, but that it really lands for you all. So I would love to have everyone pop in the chat how they are feeling, even though I did ask for each one of you all to please stay muted throughout this, just in regards to the recording that is going on currently for the replay, just for your safety and protection. I do love engagement though, so please feel free to engage in the chat. I would love to see and hear how each one of you are feeling. Okay, we're feeling excited. Love it. How was everyone's day today? Does anyone know about human design? Excited, so ready for this. We love to hear it. I'm beyond ready for this too. Eager to hear more. Beautiful. You will definitely be learning more today. But yeah, so in regards to, again, the class, I do ask for everyone to please stay muted the entire time. But in regards to the chat, please feel free to engage with me, engage with one another. I love to have that engagement, and I will be interacting and answering any questions that you all have throughout this masterclass. So please don't feel that, if you have a question or if something's really not landing for you, please feel free to ask, and I'm happy to reword it in a different way or address it for you too. So I'm glad everyone overall is feeling very eager. I'm excited for this too. So we are going to go over the layout first. Again, as I mentioned, I'd love for you all to interact, so please feel free to do so. I do want to go over that this is a very safe container for everyone today. So I'm showing up as my most 100% authentic self. I ask for you to do the same. That way you can get the most out of this masterclass. And throughout this, I will be sharing and engaging my story and also just small tidbits of help throughout this. If you're wanting to work with me after this in a more personalized manner, I'm happy to provide you all with details in regards to that. So again, the masterclass that we're doing today is a really brief overview of the history of human design, the different types, the strategies and authorities, but there's multiple different ways after where you can work with me one-on-one for a very personalized experience. So we are happy, and I'm happy to go into that even more together too. Okay, let's see. So we are saying today's been an amazing day thus far. I'm very excited to learn more and gain more insight in regards to human design. We love to hear that. Also excited. I learned a little bit about human design, and there seems like so much more to learn. Yes, there's so much to learn about human design. Honestly, I feel that you can consistently keep learning. So this is beautiful. And I always feel that the best investment and first step is just leaning in and investing in yourself. So I really want to applaud each of you for leaning in and discovering this today. In regards to, I put this last point for consistent up leveling because I truly do believe and feel that I'm a beginner in this, and each and every single day am making the conscious decision of living by my personal human design. So each and every person's human design is extremely unique and different, just how we are all beautifully unique and different. It's not here to remove who you are. It's really to help connect your mind, body, and soul as one. So it's not here to change who you are. It's really to help remove conditioning and for you to come back home to who you've always been. Thus, I do believe that I am personally consistently growing and learning in regards to human design. The more that I feel I'm able to do this, the more that my friends and family are able to do this, the more my clients are able to do this, the more capacity we all have in order to expand and grow. So that's why I really do feel that, again, the best investment is in yourself. And I'm extremely eager for you all to be leaning in and for all of us diving deep today. So some of the table of contents we'll be going over today is, again, the history of human design. We're going to go over the 5 different types, their strategies, the different authorities, and then, again, please continue to interact throughout this whole entire time, because I love checking the chat and just making sure that, again, this isn't just informative, but that everyone is really, this really lands for you all too, because I think that that's really important. So without further ado, we are going to go over what is human design. So some of you I know have either done a reading with me or know a little bit about human design, but for those of you that don't, you're more than welcome to take a guess. I'm curious for you to pop in the chat, what do you think human design is? What do you think it embodies? Based off of your experience, what do you think human design is? I'm curious to know. It's okay if we don't know too. That is also why we are here. Okay, let's see. Alignment of talent and passion. Okay. Roadmap to becoming our highest selves. Beautiful. The makeup of who you are, how you make choices in your alignment to be the best version of yourself. Beautiful. So yes, those are all pretty much those are all pretty much composed of what human design is. So a very detailed and technical explanation, you could say, is that human design is the science of differentiation composed of different ancient modalities and modern science in order to help explain your energetic blueprint and how it operates easiest in this lifetime. So it's not only how your energy flows easiest in your own life, it's also how your energy flows easiest in your life with others. So it's the duality of both, right? So next we are going to go into the history of human design. So Ra Uru founded human design in 1987. Ra basically went on an 8-day meditation in Spain, and he channeled the voice during this time. So you can use discernment in regards to what feels expansive for you, in regards to what the voice would be. But during this time, there was a supernova that occurred, and pretty much Earth was penetrated with 3 times the normal amount of neutrinos for 14 minutes. And neutrinos are something that we dive deeper in together in the course. So if that's something that, again, for all of this, you're wanting to really dive deeper into, I highly recommend investing in the 6-week course. But pretty much neutrinos are composed and they move through everything. So they pick up different information and they drop it off. So they carry little bits of information, carry little bits of mass, and they drop it off. So for 14 minutes, Earth was penetrated with 3 times the normal amount. So we were really impacted during this time, which is really surreal to think about, truthfully. So another overview, these are the different modalities and modern sciences that human design is composed of. So we have astronomy, biochemistry, the Chinese I Ching, genetics, the Hindu Brahman chakra system, the Kabbalist tree of life, the magnetic monopole, neutrinos, which we briefly just covered, quantum mechanics, and Western astrology. So again, this is something that we really dive much deeper into in the course, but I did just want to provide you all with an overview of these are the different, again, modalities and modern sciences that compose your unique human design chart, which is really beautiful. Okay, so next we're going to go into the 5 different types in human design. So If you don't already know, or if you're curious to learn what your human design type is, that is beautiful as well. This is something that you're more than welcome to message me on Instagram or any social media platform. I'll provide you all with my Instagram handles. That way you're more than welcome to contact me towards the end of this call. But in regards to this, you can discover your type by simply just going on mybodygraph.com, or again, you can message me and we're happy to provide this for you. But it's pretty much composed of your birthday, time, year, and location. So this is very exact. If it's a guesstimate, it can definitely alter your chart. So I definitely recommend, if you don't have access to your birth certificate, and those of you that have worked with me that are in here know this, we go on a scavenger hunt to find it, which is beautiful. And if you're not sure how to, access your birth chart, that's something we can work with together too. I know different ways we can access that together, but overall, it's very, very important for you to have a very accurate information, because if not, your chart can be altered. So again, it's composed of the day, time, year, and location of where you were born. And this composes basically your human design chart. So the different type is basically this aura that you are. Your aura is this energy that surrounds you. So again, not only how your energy flows within yourself, but it's this example, for example, like when you walk into a grocery store, you might feel that someone has a very closed aura, like, oh, I don't necessarily want to go up to them, versus if you're going into a grocery store and some people might just have this very warm and cozy energy, like you almost feel like you want to go talk to them and you don't even know them. So it's basically your aura is how your energy communicates with one another before even speaking to one another. So based off of your different types, each of the different types has a different aura, has a different energy, okay? So you can either be a manifester, a generator, a manifesting generator, which is a hybrid of the two, a projector, or reflector. Next, I like to go into the strategies. So we will be talking about the different types and their strategies, all composed as one. And again, if I am moving too fast in any way, or if you all have any questions, please feel free to pop it in the chat. I'm happy to answer that too. But pretty much your strategy is how your energy flows easiest when making day-to-day decisions. So smaller decisions, okay? And again, this is very, very specific to your own unique human design type. So for manifestors, their strategy is to inform. For generators, their strategy is to respond. For manifesting generators, their strategy is to respond and inform. For projectors, it's waiting for the invitation. And reflectors, it's waiting a lunar cycle. So first we're going to go into manifestors. So manifestors are about 7% of the population right now. They have a very close and impactful energy to them. I know a manifestor very personally in my life, and just from experience, I know that they can be a little bit more closed and impactful, which is beautiful within their own. And their strategy, again, really is here to inform. So as a manifestor, they have so many beautiful and creative ideas that come into their mind, come into their head and ajna center for them to speak about. So really their strategy is to speak about everything that comes up for them, truly. So any feelings that they're having, any ideas that they're having, really to speak them. They have a very powerful voice. They have what's called a defined throat chakra center, and they are really here to inform and use their voice. They are meant to inform with people that are in their lives, the universe, really whoever. And the manifestor type can feel the most disconnected from this. Like if they're a manifestor, the last thing they want to do is inform other people. This can feel like, let me do anything else, please, but inform someone, because I don't want to do this. But in regards to human design and what they teach is, the more that a manifestor can inform, the more peace that they have. So A manifester is a non-sacral being, meaning that they don't have their sacral center defined. Now, the sacral center is one of the most impactful chakra centers that are in the Hindu Brahmin chakra system. And 70% of the population, 70% of the world have a defined sacral center. The sacral center is composed of your sexual organs and your gut. So most people in this world are designed to use their sacral energy. It's sort of this analogy of, if you think of a car, each and every single time that a car is filled with gas, that is how a type, which is a generator and a manifesting generator, pretty much wake up each and every day with all of this energy to do what they love, right? Whereas the other three types, so for example, a manifester, they don't necessarily wake up each and every day with a ton of energy. It's really important for them to rest. So what I like to tell, especially my manifestors, are rest equals success. They really are here to inform, inform, inform. When they don't want to inform, they should be informing, because it can help alleviate anything that's coming up for them. So for example, with them having all of these different ideas, like this manifestor that I know specifically, they had this idea to franchise this business. They proposed this idea to have this business open up multiple different locations, okay? And the manifestor themselves doesn't necessarily need to go about then drawing the blueprint, creating all the contracts, like going about executing the plan. They really are here to inform of the idea. And the other types, which we'll get into next, are then to respond and help the manifestor execute their plan. Okay, so they have all of these creative ideas, but since they don't have as much energy per se, they're not necessarily needing to tie themselves to fully executing this whole plan. Like, they really, again, have all of these beautiful creative ideas. They are here to initiate and inspire, but they don't necessarily have to hold themselves accountable to executing this whole entire plan. Does that make sense? Okay. So in regards to those that would respond, those would be generators or manifesting generators. So if you are let's see, we have some chats. Let's see. So let's see. Okay, perfect. Yes. So if you are a generator, you have this very warm and enveloping energy. So for example, when you are a manifester, if a manifestor walks into a room, you really feel them. You sort of sit up straight with them. Whereas a generator, it's sort of this energy where they're kind of this warm, cozy, enveloping energy to them. It's sort of, again, that person in the grocery store that you just want to go talk to them. You don't even know them. You don't know why, but they just have this very open energy to them. That is the generator's aura. And really what they are here to do is to do what they love each and every single day. So they are here to respond. And how they go about responding is asking themselves each and every single day, what is directly in front of me? How does my body feel? And can I listen? So let's say, for example, a generator or a manifesting generator is waking up and they're deciding, again, with the strategies, these day-to-day decisions, how their energy flows easiest. When they are deciding, let's say, between drinking coffee or tea, and they have that directly in front of them in the morning, if they feel expansive within their sacral, so again, their gut and sexual organs, if they feel this openness in their body, even a smile on their face towards drinking the coffee, then that's a yes. If they feel a little bit more contracted or even a little bit of squinching in their face, that is a no. And most of the time, what generators or manifesting generators can feel, especially when going about their day-to-day life, is nothing. So if they're picking out an outfit, if they're eating, if they're deciding between a workout class, like, they can just kind of mindlessly go about doing these things because they have all of this energy, right? So it's really, really important for a generator and a manifesting generator, especially, to follow this expansiveness feeling, because that is what leads them to feeling satisfied. When they go against that feeling, that is what can lead them to frustration. And I know my generators and man gens that are in here can definitely relate to that, especially too. So again, they are here to really do what they love each and every single day. By them doing what they love, for example, let's say they're deciding to go to a workout class or to go run. Let's say they feel expansive, this yes feeling to go to a workout class one day. They then go to the workout class and they might meet someone who has a business proposal for them, and they had no idea that they were even going to meet this person, but here they have this wonderful opportunity now. It's really that easy for a generator or a manifesting generator to simply do what they love and then to respond. So they don't necessarily have to go out and initiate. That can feel very like generators have this conditioning that they like to do that, or manifesting generators. But it's really, really important for them to really sit back and allow life to come to them for them to respond to. So next we have the manifesting generators. And again, they have a very warm, cozy, enveloping, and impactful energy to them. So very similar to generators. The main difference from a generator or a manifesting generator is that generators can spend pretty much all day wanting to learn about something. So let's say it's cooking, for example. If they're feeling this expansive yes within their sacral, and again, we go much deeper into this in either a one-on-one session together or the 6-week course. But let's say they're feeling really, really expansive to learn about cooking, for example. They want to know every single thing about cooking, like what pot would be perfect, and what cooking utensils should I get. Like they want to really, really know like every single little nook and crevice of it. Whereas a manifesting generator can learn about cooking within an hour, master it, and then move on. Like they really are here to go about doing multiple different things throughout the day. They don't necessarily have to be tied down to one specific thing. And I know multiple different man gens that are in here right now that are shaking their heads like, yes, this really resonates for me. So it can be really conditioned for them to feel like they have to stick to, for example, a 9-to-5 job of doing one thing the whole day, or not playing, for example. Like a man gen really is here to wake up and follow their sacral in what feels expansive for them. So whether that's spending an hour working, and then they might spend an hour or two going and learning about something different, or they might go about, working out, for example. Like they are meant to do multiple different things and master them. So a generator really in this lifetime is here to master one or two things, and that feels very expansive for them. Whereas a man gen, they're here to master multiple things. They don't necessarily have to be tied down to one thing. So again, they really are here to initiate, inspire, and use their energy doing what they love. Now for a projector, they have a very penetrating aura. So all of the projectors that I know and my beautiful clients that are here, a projector really is here to be a guide. And the thing that they love the most to do is truthfully help people. Like they see, especially in individuals that are in their life, especially people that are really close to them, all they want to do is really help. They really are here to be a guide. However, their strategy is to wait for the invitation. So if it's anything outside of the projector, I recommend two steps that I tell my projectors in order to do. So one, like let's say we'll take the theory, for example, like let's say you're a projector and you're penetrating your friend, for example, and you see that they are with someone who is maybe not the best for them, okay? And you feel expansive, you want to share that. It's really important for you to wait for the invitation, because if not, that is what can lead to bitterness. So, for example, if you penetrate someone too quickly, they might have a reaction to that and you can feel really bitter. So it's really important for you when it's anything outside of yourself to one, wait for the invitation. So allow the individual to recognize that you have something to share, that you have a skill. And then two, that they verbally or energetically invite you to share that. So I like to say those two things, anything outside of yourself. Now, you could be thinking, okay, well, how do I even go about doing something for me? And what I tell my projectors is to wake up each and every single day and ask themselves, what fascinates me? And the best person to penetrate is themselves. So they can have this energy of wanting to penetrate others, which again is beautiful. And they really are here to be a guide in that way. But the best person to penetrate is themselves. If they are feeling like, who is recognizing me? Where can I go? Penetrate themselves. So let's say you're starting a business and you are building this business. It's similar to this analogy of a lighthouse. So as the projector is building up their business, let's say, you build it brick by brick, eventually for your light to shine. People then come into your life for you to really magnetize, okay? So let's say you're starting a business and you have a social media account and you really are, diving deep into that business, penetrating your business, penetrating just the whole picture of what you see for that business, and a client comes into your life to work with you, you don't have to wait for the invitation for them to, you don't have to wait for them to verbally say, hey, can you help me with this? They're already coming into your world. You don't have to wait for that. So there's really a difference in that. And again, that's something we dive much deeper in together in the reading and the course. But I do love to highlight that there's two different things when it comes to waiting for the initiation for a projector. So again, they really are here to guide and make life much more efficient. Now, in regards to a reflector, this is the rarest type, and they really are, every single center in their chart is open. So they don't have a single center defined, which is beautiful because they really are here to amplify others' energies and use discernment in regards to what is healthy or what is not healthy. So again, it's really, really important for them to clear out their energy each and every single day, because if not, they can sort of go about feeling each and every single day, who am I? And when they are clearing out their energies, clearing out, and those of you that have done a reading with me or worked with me one-on-one, you know how important it is to clear out your energy. We sort of go through that. But again, that's something we dive deeper into together in the reading and the course. But in regards to them specifically clearing out their energy, it's most impactful for them to go out in nature, for example, to really disconnect from their phone and clear out who they are, clear out all of the conditioning that they received, really just soak in and embody who they were in that day. And for them, waiting a lunar cycle, because as for them, when they're going about, for example, each and every single day, as the moon transitions, as the moon flows, different centers in their chart are highlighted. So they really feel different each and every single day, which is beautiful because when they wait 28 days, that's whenever they're able to make a really big decision, for example. And I work with my reflectors one-on-one in regards to how they can go about making more day-to-day decisions in regards to that. But it's really important. What I like to recommend for my reflectors and just reflectors that are watching this on the replay now, where it's important for them to journal each and every single day in regards to how they were feeling. And then when that 28 days comes up, we can sort of look at it together. how the moon was really rotating, the cycle of what it was in, and what was really illuminated for them, what felt really expansive for them, and what do they really want to leave behind? What do they want to detach? So it can be really impactful for us to work one-on-one together in that way. That way we can track the lunar cycle together. But most importantly, again, for reflectors, it's important for them to ask themselves, who am I today? Try it on, see how they feel, journal about it, and then clear out the energy. So again, it's really, really important for them to do that each and every single day. If they hold on to something, if they hold on to a truth, that can be where they experience their not self theme of disappointment. If their self theme is surprise. So again, each and every day asking themselves, who am I? And really feeling surprised and excited and energetic in life by that. So next, we're going to go into the authorities, but I really wanted to see if anyone has any questions in regards to the different types and their strategies. I know that was somewhat quick, so I do want to open up the floor if you want to pop it in the chat of anything that you'd like me to clarify, or if you have any questions. Again, this is definitely something that we go into much more tailored and personalized for you in the reading and the course, but I do want to open up the floor and make sure that everyone understands that too. Okay, so the question is, can a person have more than one, or is it usually just a specific to each person? Okay. In regards to, are you meaning in regards to their type, just to clarify, or their strategy? Their type? Okay, yes. So each person, depending on their, again, the day that they were born, the time that they were born, and the location, each person has one type. So for example, I'm a generator, and I know I work with a multitude of different clients that have multiple different types. So each person has their own type, again, depending on the birthday, time, year, and location, which is something that I'm able to compute for you. It is free. So if you want to, again, message me on Instagram, you can email me. I'll have my contact information at the end of this, and I'm happy to do that for you. But in the reading and in a course together, I'm able to provide all of this for you. So you don't have to worry about doing that. But yes, each person has one specific type. And again, your type is pretty much how your energy flows easiest in your own life, and then also how your energy flows easiest with those around you. So it can be really cool actually to discover not only your type, but those of you that know me too. I mean, I did my whole family's type, or chart. I did you know, different people that are in my life, for example, just so you can understand how each person's energy works, and also you can honor their strategy, for example. And then going into authority, you can honor their authority. So when making a big decision, this can be really important for you to know, especially with your partner, for example. When you're making a big decision together, it's different, going about making smaller day-to-day decisions on your own versus with another person. So that's definitely something, or a family, that's definitely something that we cover together too. That's a great question. Of course. Does anyone else have any other questions? Sorry for this in the background. I live downtown, so it's a little a little noisy right now. But yeah, please feel free. Again, you're more than welcome to. That was a beautiful question. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go into the authorities. And again, please feel free to just continue to chat along the way, any questions that you have. So we just went over the different types, which again, your type is basically your aura. It's this energy of how you go about communicating with other individuals before even energetically speaking, okay? And then pretty much your strategy is how you go about making these day-to-day decisions. And in regards to your authority, your strategy and authority combined is your navigation system. So alone, knowing your type, strategy, and authority, that in itself is life-changing. And that's something that we uncovered together within the first 30 minutes in a reading. And again, we'll dive much deeper into in the course together. But this alone is really life-changing for individuals because naturally, when you're following your type, strategy, and authority, everything else starts to live in alignment for you. Everything else starts to magnetize for you. So, for example, I'll share this. When I was going about deciding what I wanted to do in regards to my human design, before I even knew I wanted to start my own human design business, I personally have what's called emotional authority. So I'm meant to make 24 plus hours, which we'll get into when making a big decision. And as a generator, I was really doing what I loved each and every single day and surrendering, kind of responding, allowing myself to lean back. And I will never forget, I had this I was meditating and also praying, which personally felt expansive for me. I'll never forget the moment where I opened my phone on Instagram, and the first thing that I saw when I first learned about human design, I was learning from this company, which is beautiful, and they are fabulous. And so I was following them for a little while, but flashback when I was going about after I was meditating and really just feeling very expansive in regards to where I was because I didn't know what I wanted to do for a few months. But I knew it was something with human design. I just wasn't sure exactly. So with me going about, again, making the conscious decision of following my strategy and authority, I was doing daily, again, as a generator, doing what I loved each and every single day. And I kid you not, I opened my phone and the first thing I saw on Instagram was a clear as day post from the company that I was listening to of, have you considered being a human design reader? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is my sign. This is amazing. Like, yes, this was my sacral yes. But for me, this was a big decision. Okay. So I knew in the moment, which we'll get into, actually, we'll go ahead and just get into that now. Those people that have emotional authority specifically, they are meant and designed to wait at least 24 plus hours when making a big decision. However, individuals with emotional authority want to make a big decision right there. They're like, yes, I want to do it. I'm generated, or I'm feeling really expansive towards this, depending on your type. Like, I really want to do this. And so, again, for me, I honored and gave myself at least 24 plus hours. I even spoke with different individuals about it because that felt expansive for me. But I knew and tracked within myself that for me personally, it was a sacred yes. So I held on to that. But it really, and again, is so true. And that's why that's why I am speaking about human design and why my business is the way it is now, because it truly is life changing. Just alone, you going about navigating your type, strategy, and authority. Again, just doing as a generator, doing what you love each and every single day. It led me towards me responding to this beautiful opportunity. So that's just one example that I love to share in regards to that. But yeah, going off of the different authorities, which again is when you're making big decisions, there are multiple different types. So most individuals either have emotional or sacral authority. However, it is not uncommon for you to also have splenic, ego projected, or ego manifested, your G center, mental or environmental, or your lunar authority too. So these are the different, again, breaking down the time and the leading question that you can ask yourself when you're making a big decision. So For example, if you have emotional authority, this is coming from your emotional solar plexus, which if you're looking at your human design chart is the all the way to the bottom right side. It's the big triangle, which again, I would cover this and go into much deeper with you. So no worries about that. But the time to make a big decision is at least 24 plus hours. So let's say you're wanting to buy a car, okay? You can wait at least 24 plus hours. You can wait 2 weeks. You could wait 2 years. You can really allow yourself as much time as you need to make a big decision. And asking yourself when you feel neutral, does this decision make me happy? If you feel, again, kind of nothingness towards it, or if you're really riding your wave, because there's multiple different waves that an emotional a person with emotional authority can have, and that's something again that we can tailor and look into together. But allowing yourself to feel and acknowledge, do I feel happy when doing this? And when you're feeling neutral, asking yourself that. Now, for those individuals that have sacral authority, they are meant to make a big decision immediately. Immediately. So again, for those people that have sacral authority, they tend to typically want to wait and make a big decision a little bit later and theoretically ride their emotional wave of allowing themselves time. And this can be based off of conditioning, because often it's very depicted in our society to wait to make a big decision. And for those individuals that have emotional and even the other authorities, which we'll get into next, like the G Center and Lunar Authority, they are designed to wait 24 plus hours because they have to ride their wave. However, for those individuals that have sacral authority specifically, they are meant to make a big decision immediately. Immediately, because if they don't, then what can happen is they start to possibly get into their head or another center, and they can start to think of all these different reasons to not make this big decision. And that's where they can feel sort of conflicted. And that's how they can experience their not self themes. So that's either anger, or that is frustration or bitterness or disappointment when they go about making a decision or postponing the decision instead of making it immediately. So again, these two specifically, if you have emotional authority, you tend to want to make a big decision immediately, whereas if you have sacral authority, you want to wait. So it's really just honoring that your energy, again, flows easiest if you have emotional authority, allowing yourself 24 plus hours. If you have sacral, allowing yourself to make a big decision immediately. Now, some of the other hierarchies of authorities that we have are the splenic. So when you're looking at your human design chart, the spleen is all the way to the left side, and this is the big diamond. Also, to go back to the sacral is second from the bottom, and it is, if it's defined for you, which if you have sacral authority, it would be defined, it is the big orange square second from the bottom. Okay, so moving into splenic authority. Splenic is, again, all the way to the left side. It is all in regards to fear and health. So the time to make a big decision is immediately. And asking yourself, does this decision feel right in my body? I was meeting with a projector that had a splenic authority, and when we were conversing, they said, this is exactly how I feel. This is exactly like when I am making this big decision, this is exactly how it feels in my body. So that's why I really wanted to highlight these leading questions, especially when you're making a big decision. And this is something, again, I provide for you in a more, that we provide in a reading in the course together. But really asking yourself these leading questions in the moment can be very impactful for you. So then the ego projected or ego manifested, this is for projectors and manifestors. If you have your ego center as your authority, this is the smaller triangle all the way to the right side, right above the solar plexus. And the time to make a decision is immediately, or however long it takes for clarity to come. And as a manifester, however long it takes for you to feel clarity when you're speaking out loud. So the leading question for them is, does this serve me? Does this serve me? Next, we have the G center. So again, this is one of the other ones where you at least allow yourself 24 plus hours to make a big decision. So for me, again, having emotional authority, I will literally put, if something comes up for me to make a big decision, I will literally put a timer on my phone in that exact moment. So I know, and it's honestly very stress relieving to allow yourself, okay, I'm just going to ride my wave at least 24 plus hours. If I'm still feeling this way, great. If not, allowing yourself more time until you feel neutral. And again, for those individuals that either have the sacral or splenic and all the other ones that we are going through now, making that immediate decision, even if you want to journal on it, write about it, and know, this is how my energy is going to feel the most expansive when I honor this. Because if not, I don't want to necessarily allow myself to go into overthinking or overanalyzing or experiencing your not self theme. So yeah, again, for the G center, if you have this defined as your authority, which again is when you're making big decisions, allowing yourself at least 24 plus hours, and you can ask yourself, does this decision bring me closer to my life's direction? Because your G center is all in regards to your direction and self-love. So if you have that defined, you really have that superpower within you. Next, we're going to go into mental and environmental. So this is in regards to the Ajna Center, which this is a little more rare for individuals to have this authority. Specifically, projectors have this authority. And the time to make a decision is immediate, or however long it takes to receive clarity when speaking aloud. So it's very similar to the ego. And the leading question to ask themselves is, does this feel right? So again, in regards to human design, this can be very contradicting, but what they teach is that you are not meant to make big decisions, and let alone day-to-day decisions with your brain. You're meant to observe with your mind. So it's quite impossible, I feel, for us to just completely turn off our brain. So we're definitely meant to observe with our head and ajna center, which your ajna center is composed of your conscious mind. Your head center is composed of your unconscious mind. So you are meant to observe in those areas. But when you're making day-to-day and big decisions, it's really, really important for you to allow your energy. And again, it will flow easiest for you to allow yourself that time when making the day-to-day and big decisions. So again, this is all an experiment. You're able to test it and try it out for yourself. I know for me, I know for my clients, I know for my family and friends that have made the conscious decision to start implementing this into their life, have already seen or even noticed shifts within their life of, wow, okay, I actually really, feels really true for me. Or I noticed a shift here where I was really judging myself for example, if someone has sacral authority, really judging myself for the time that I was taking. And I always trusted my gut. Or if individuals maybe don't have as much attunement to their gut, there's ways that we are able to work together to really connect you back to that feeling and connect you to your authority in regards to which center is really highlighted for you. So that's definitely something that and I've worked with clients, of course, too, where we're able to reconnect you in that way and continue to do so. So the last one is the lunar cycle, which this is, again, reflectors. And the leading time is 24 plus hours, so 28 days, which is the lunar cycle. And the leading question is, does this decision make me happy? So very similar to the emotional solar plexus. So again, your type is all about your aura, how your energy goes about communicating, not only just with yourself, but also with others around you without even verbally speaking. Your strategy is how you go about making smaller or day-to-day decisions, and your authority is how you go about making big decisions. And this alone, when an individual knows their type, strategy, and authority, is life-changing. everything else, again, sort of naturally comes into place, as I mentioned, and we are able to highlight different things in regards to your unique human design chart, where you can start deconditioning different gifts that you have. So it's much more tailored in regards to you for that. But this alone is life-changing. And I remember moving through my training specifically, and what they mentioned is if you can just simply have a reading for just these three things, this is the most fundamental. And that's why I really wanted to stick with this, because really practicing and making the conscious decision of implementing this into your life each and every single day, the rest, again, just naturally flows for you. And the reason that I speak about this is that I know this to be true for me. And again, you're able to try it on and see how it feels for you and see how expansive it does feel. But I've noticed for me, just the amount of external signs that I receive, the amount of satisfaction for me personally in my self theme has just been amplified. So that's why I do practice what I preach here, because I truly do believe that this has the power to change your life. And the more that you are able to invest in yourself and at least try this out, try to see how it feels for you, try to see how it works for you, because again, the best investment is in yourself. So with that being said, I did want to go over the special incentive that we have for those of you that have made it to the end of this call, which has been everyone. So that's beautiful. Thank you guys so much. So I have two different incentives that I'm running for those of you that are on the live call today. And for those of you that are watching the replay, I do apologize. You're not going to be able to receive this incentive. It will be active for 48 hours. So for those of you that are in this live call, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to the incentive now. So you're more than welcome. This is my Instagram and TikTok. So you're more than welcome, again, to message me, follow me if you have any questions about your human design. If you want to book a reading with me, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to enter into the course just after everything we've covered today, if you're feeling, wow, I really want to learn more about the history or the different types or the different, my strategy and my authority, the course is really all about working with not only just me, but other individuals that are on this call today and others that are not here, where you're able to all work together and really get an insight into different people and be in a very safe container together. So for those of you that are not registered for the course yet, what the incentive is that you're able to sign up for the 6-week course and then post your key takeaways from this class on social media, and make sure to tag me for the chance to win either a free hour human design reading with me, or you can choose to do a Voxer Live with me. So for those of you who have done a Voxer Live or are doing a Voxer Live, you sort of understand what it is, but I'll go ahead and explain. So if you are the type of person, for example, where on iMessage you send the voice memos back and forth, this is pretty much exactly what that is, which I feel is so fun, truthfully. That's how I love to communicate. So this is just a really fun, great way to interact with one another. So again, you have the option of either choosing a 1-hour human design reading with me or a 1-hour Voxer Live with me. And three people will be have the opportunity to win this, which is very exciting. So again, you sign up, post your key takeaways on social media, make sure to tag me, and then you're able to either win the reading or the Voxer Live. So Voxer, I definitely will be able to go over what exactly that covers together. It's pretty much this app where you are able to download, and again, we basically would send messages back and forth, either covering this or covering pretty much anything that you want to in human design, period. So it's really awesome. And then for those of you that have already signed up for my course, in regards to you, I would love for you to post your key takeaways on social media in regards to the masterclass. Make sure to tag me to enter into winning a free 1-hour Voxer live with me. Yes. I see you. Yes, it's so exciting. So I love Voxer. I mean, it's a great, great option. And for those of my clients that I offered this for them because they already did receive a human design reading thus far. So for, again, those that have signed up, please, again, feel free to post your key takeaways about the masterclass and tag me for a chance to win the Voxer Live. And we will really move from there. But again, Voxer and just any way that we're able to work one-on-one together is incredible, but Voxer really is the best, and I feel really personalized manner to, once everything's settled, even after a reading, for example, or after this, you're like, okay, wow, I have a lot of questions that I really want to ask you. So it's allowing yourself really to download everything. And then you're like, okay, can we go over my strategy again? Or, okay, I'm definitely understanding everything we uncovered together. I'm really ready to look into my Neptune gates, for example. I'm ready to learn my cross of incarnation, which is this energy that you're here to be. It helps with different relationships, with your career, just anything in regards to that. So there's multiple different things that we can uncover in the Voxer together. So this is, again, my contact information, which I will be providing you all with after this. So again, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok. You can message me for the free human design chart. I'm really, really happy to do that for you all. So that way you don't have to necessarily go out looking on all these different sites. But if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to go to mybodygraph.com, and that's where you can access your free human design chart. But again, I'm more than happy to do it for you, because that can, I just want to make it so much easier for you guys. Or if you feel more expansive, you can just email me at VERDE, so it's VERDE.humandesign@gmail.com. So I do want to thank everyone for joining me. This was my first masterclass, and I am beyond excited and just extremely happy for all of you that did join. It means the absolute world to me. A part of my cross of incarnation specifically, which again is all about the energy that you're here to be. One of mine is to have these different emotional experiences and then be able to help others navigate that in their life. And then also to go on this journey of cultivating a true self-love within myself and be a guiding example, and to help others that come into my life cultivate a true self-love within themselves too. So I feel just beyond honored that you all chose to invest not only in VERDE, but within yourself, because that is the most important in this lifetime. I mean, why not? Truthfully, I feel, have one lifetime that we know of in regards to this right now. So again, I am beyond eager, I'm beyond proud of all of you for investing in this, for investing in yourself. And I really, really look forward to working with all of you in a much more expansive capacity. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are so beautiful. So this was very beautiful, expansive, educational. Thank you for this. I really appreciate all of you. I mean, again, the best investment is within yourself. So I do want to open the floor if anyone has any last minute questions. I want to make sure that that is highlighted. And if not, again, you will be receiving just access to the incentives. I'll have in the follow-up email everything again for you. So you don't have to worry if you didn't take a screenshot or write it down. I will have an email for you, so no worries. And again, I'm really, really honored to be providing you all with this knowledge. And it's truly, the word honor keeps coming up for me because it's true. So I deeply appreciate all of you for signing up, investing, and really going on this growth and healing journey within yourself. So Thank you guys so much. It's truly been, thank you. It's truly been amazing to work with you all, and I look forward to working with more of you all in the future. So, thank you guys so much, and I hope that you all have a beautiful day.